Well, I got my mandolin here, and I guess I wanted to say that some things about the mandolin. It's a really kind of a technical instrument, I think, and it takes a lot of practice. But just tinkling around the mandolin isn't really much of a performance. So it's sort of a, you have to really, I feel like you have to be in a band to make this thing work. And it doesn't work very well as a backup instrument to a vocal number, because in bluegrass you have like a backbeat rhythm. So the mandolin is really emphasized on the backbeat. So you can kind of add that chicka chicka to get the chop. You know, just have a little more than the thing, than the backbeat chop. So with the chop, and then additional, so like a shuffle rhythm. And we can do some open stringy things. It's important though to recognize that this note is the middle string of the guitar. The G string is the same tone as the guitar. So when you're singing on a guitar, you have like all this nice under you, like the vocal melody is somewhere in the middle. Whereas here the vocal melody typically is in the same range as the mandolin. So you've got, to me it looks like two problems. You've got sort of lacking rhythmically and lacking variety in the pitches with respect to vocal melody. So like, so, you know, also the mandolin to me sounds brittle like it does right now when I have new strings on it, and that takes about a week to go away. So that's also different than the guitar. I do like the open D, and the old joke is mandolin players spend half their time tuning and the other half playing out of tune. I don't know what kind of tuners it would take to get that to go away, but I think it's the nature of the beast. And this beast is a 2004 Czechoslovakian made Lebeda. This guy, J-I-R-I, Jiri Lebeda, makes these. And you know, the Czechs have an old, long-standing instrument-making tradition. So, an open D. So that would be like Soldier's Joy, Angelina the Baker, Soldier's Joy. Let's see. This is a little bit about Soldier's Joy. This is a pretty old tune. They've said, I've read that the setting has been relatively intact for a couple hundred years, which is pretty neat. I used to play a sort of a straight melody, like, now I can't even, I don't really dig it, but I used to go. So that's sort of Soldier's Joy, the A part anyway. But I heard a guy do a double stop, which sounded really Bill Monroe-esque. You leave out a bunch of the melody notes. So instead of, you go. So that was the two of them together. brings me to like the last little thing I was thinking of, which is when you're playing mandolin by yourself, for like I said, the backup is not that great, not that exciting, and there's in a circle where you're playing with other people, you're not really gonna be playing it for very long. Back in the old days, like my grandfather's time, square dances, they would play the same instrumental song for 15 minutes. And nowadays, each person takes it around one time, or rather, one time through each person times 2 people. Sometimes they'll go around again, so you have like, say you have a 4-piece band, that's, you get 3 chances at it, if you're lucky. A Bluegrass festival will sometimes go around again, or we'll double up and go 4 times through. All that being said, it's really the energy and the dynamic nature of a jam session that gets me sort of interested in melodic variations. When I play at home, I don't have that energy. I don't feel my group, whatever, synergy. So I don't really practice on the mandolin. And what I do try to do is learn new songs. That has waned of late, but